There is hope.
No. There is hope.
Yes, there is hope. There is hope. We all thought 107, what's going on? We were all panning Zach Crawley and Alex Lees.
Well,
But man, they have scored about 80, 90 runs more than what I had anticipated. But Bumrah's late strike and that misjudgment that he had has put India back in the game. Let's be honest about it. That last over before tea from Shami set the tone. So in the second session, 107 for 1. Thanks to some attacking knocks from Zach Crawley and Alex Lees. Who would have thought? I certainly didn't think.
I don't think anyone anticipated that England's openers would suddenly come to the party. But you have to say this: one, they've batted very well. Two, that pitch looks like it absolutely has no demons whatsoever.
Yep. We didn't see any kind of swing. We didn't see any kind of spin even.
Bounce.
You
were expecting maybe the crack would give a little bit of uneven bounce, but nothing.
Yeah.
Perfectly good pitch so far.
And it has been sunny and cloudy in parts, and I think the sunny intervals in which they made merry, the first 6-7 overs were very sunny. That I think has taken away all the zip from the wicket, what you can expect. So India were also slightly erratic with their line and runs. Rather too much on the leg stump that allowed them free runs.
They were giving them a few boundary balls for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, and they were going for the shots. The English openers, they were going for their shots. In fact, the ball wasn't doing too much. To be very honest, ball wasn't doing too much. But I think the only ball that the ball that Bumrah bowled.
Yeah, which came back in.
Yes. That was an unexpected sort of a delivery considering how the ball was behaving so far. In fact, the ball was changed just over before that.
Yes.
The ball
Remember, the Indians were consistently going to the umpire and trying to say that the shape is going.
It had lost its shape.
Yeah.
So after that, Alim Dar, the on-field umpire, checked the ball and it was replaced. And the moment it was replaced, an over later, Bumrah
Suddenly
struck
gets
back.
1-2.
Rahul, whenever there is a break, do the ground staff come in with the rollers and they do that, or you do it only on one particular time of the day?
A day before. Start of the day's play.
Start of the day's play.
And after the end of an innings.
End of an innings. Not during the tea break, not during the lunch break.
No.
Okay. So that is one question. Well, who is our dear friend Chandresh? What is he saying?
He's asking for a
No,
reimbursement.
just read it from there.
Need reimbursement from Sid. He promised much.
Well, to be fair, I don't think any one of us expected Crawley and Lees
Look,
to be doing that.
I will go out on record, even now, you can keep this clip. If England managed to win this, I will eat humble pie and then say, yes, I was wrong.
I mean, we're already half wrong about the openers.
This is still a huge
Task.
target to chase, and England still need 271 runs to be exact to chase this target down, and 378 is a tall task. To be very honest, and they've got to break through India at the right time. They would want to get rid of the other two batsmen, and then let's see what happens, because for Bairstow, Stokes, Root is also there.
Root is the next man in fact.
Next man in, and Ollie Pope. You want to say something about Ollie Pope now?
Let's see what Ollie Pope brings to the table, but I don't know, because look, if Ollie Pope does do well, then it sets the platform brilliantly for Root, Stokes and Bairstow. Imagine, by the end of the day's play, okay, England need just about 190, 180 more to win on day 5. And you still have about 7 wickets remaining. I think that will be the definition, Rahul, of your exciting test match.
No, exciting, but it will
Heading
be,
into day 5.
But it will be, I don't know if I can say that if England, if they do manage to win this one, will that be a miraculous chase, or will that be exceptional batting? Also, what has gone in favor of England is that Alex Lees has stayed on the wicket.
Yes.
Because it's a left-right combination.
Yep.
The moment these openers, in fact, if any opposition or any team gets rid of their openers, particularly Alex Lees, you have to bowl to the right-handers. It does affect, whatever said and done, a left-right combination
Will play around with the bowlers.
affect the rhythm of a bowler.
Yep.
And And they've not held themselves back, the
Yeah.
English openers.
And to be fair, they were getting some good boundary balls. If you're getting balls nice outside the off stump, you're going to go for it with the field up like
And
that.
also they're running between the wickets.
Was
There
very
was
good.
a sense of urgency. So in fact, the first session that India batted today, they did lose 3 wickets, but they scored runs, over 100 runs in
Correct.
that one session. I think India should actually be grateful that they managed to score those 100 odd
Correct,
runs
correct.
in that first session. Otherwise, you never know. A target of 378 could have been reduced
To at least 280 to 90
exactly,
types.
290,
Absolutely.
300 runs. And now a score of 270. In fact, what is what the present target for now, from now on, it would be 271 for England.
Yep.
And now, they could have been left with, say, about 190 runs.
Yes.
And right now, I have to say this. A lot of people I'm seeing comments saying, the game is 50-50 right now.
Absolutely. I think it is still in favor of
I think
India.
it's-
India. I would say 55-45 still in favor of
Yes,
India.
yes.
Weird. I seem to be the only
You
one
know,
thinking England would be favorites right now. 60-40.
Considering what England has done in the past, in the recent past, and also the way they've started, a lot of people, in fact, the fans, the supporters, the English supporters there at Edgbaston,
Are already pretty confident.
exactly, and rightly so. But chasing 400 is never ever easy. You need to have long partnerships. You need to have a consistency, because any test match you see, any test match, while you are chasing or you're batting in the third innings, there is a collapse, whether it is a mini collapse or a major collapse. It does happen. I was just, in fact, reminded of the 1999 test match against India versus Pakistan. How Pakistan started, remember?
Yes.
I think they were 80 runs or 108 when Anil Kumble picked up Afridi leg.
101, yeah.
101.
Yep.
And what happened thereafter? It seemed that Pakistan were cruising.
Yep.
So, and also that Chennai test. Chennai test.
Oh boy,
but
yeah.
that was actually a worse wicket than this.
Yes,
True.
yes.
Worse
This wicket looks pretty good to bat.
as
huh?
of now. You
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah.
We
What
never
happens
know.
tomorrow?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially with the old ball, what Jadeja can do.
What Shami, Siraj can do with
Yes,
reverse
yes.
swing.
Reverse swing, yeah.
VK has Aradhana
That's
Shukla
Aradhana
saying
Shukla's comment.
VK has better T20s than Rohit in last 2 to 3 years, even in IPL. You spend hours discussing only on his position. Why not row? Miss last 8 to 14 away tests.
Well, actually, that's why we spent more time discussing VK, because Rohit's not playing. How
Yeah,
can we discuss
I mean,
his position?
Rohit 8 out of 14 tests. Yeah, I mean, he's gotten injured at the wrong time. He missed South Africa. He's gotten COVID. Otherwise, he would have been a definite starter for this match. But again, as far as collapses are concerned, I'm reminded of the Oval Test. Okay, England had reached 110.
Yeah.
Okay, they were. I think what was the thing? They had to chase on a similar 370.
370 types, yeah.
Yes. And what happened in
But
one
you mean
session?
you're talking about
2021.
Right,
2021.
right, yeah.
Remember, the England had a 99-run lead. India made 400 in the 450 in the second innings, thanks to Rohit's stun, and England collapsed in one session.
Yeah.
So that is where a collapse in the third or fourth innings in England is very much possible.
Yeah.
India lost 7 for 92 today.
I think honestly this partnership now with Crawley and what's his name? Pope. That will be key, because if they can get 70-80 runs on the board, then suddenly the game is made for the likes of Root, Besto and Stokes.
In fact, after India were bowled out for 245, that's what they're out of form players. If they can get you
good amount of runs,
175 odd runs, that means if they can get you 50% of the runs, that means
It's party time for the others, the ones who are in form, the good players.
But as they close in on the target,
Nerves.
Yes.
Nerves will start to play. Shura Ghosh is saying, I'm again reiterating, pitch is looking good. You guys accept it or not, England has a good
I accept
chance.
it. I'm
pitch,
still saying.
see, that's what happens in England. That's the difference between the English pitches and
subcontinent
subcontinent pitches. So in subcontinent, the pitches tend to get worse.
Dusty.
Yeah.
Yes, after day one. Day one is good, day two is
Okay.
okay, then day
Day three is the
it
deterioration.
starts to deteriorate. And in English conditions, the first day is the most difficult day to bat. And
Correct.
thereafter, third day onwards gets better. We still have to see. I think he's talking about the comment that we made in the innings break. So basically, I think what Siddharth at that point in time mentioned was because of the cracks that have now started to widen. And also that turn that Jack Leach could extract
Yeah.
from that track. So that ways it seemed as if it was a difficult wicket, but for India. And you have to remember, Ravindra Jadeja bowled from over the wicket.
Yeah.
For a left arm spinner, he bowled from over the wicket to Zach Crawley.
Yep.
So which is actually a negative line. You have 400 runs to defend. You have
You should be attacking.
378 runs to defend. He could have bowled around the wicket. He could have bowled diagonal spin. So which didn't happen. So that ways I thought there were a few. And I think after Bumrah noticed that the ball isn't doing too much. After I think 8th or 9th over, his slips were gone. He was there with I think just a couple of slips or just 1 or 2 slips. That's it. So that ways you can say it was a little defensive. But I think the way they started the English openers, that forced them to make these changes. When you score runs, when you're scoring runs, there is one thing for India what didn't go their way. Of course, they didn't take wickets, but the pressure of runs, the deficit or the lead was reducing every over.
Yep. India is definitely missing Ashwin. Amrik Singh, we'll get to that once the day is over. Looking at the situation, what it is. England is favourite from here. Still no, but yeah, the gap as we thought it could be 70-30 to India's favor.
But
Now
I
it
think
is
it's a 50-50 or a
52-48.
55-45.
I would say 52 India, 48 England.
I think 378 India were 9. It was 90-10 in India's
Yeah.
favor. Now you can say
50-50.
Now you can say I know I would still say India ahead.
60-40.
India
Yeah.
ahead.
Then India shouldn't, Sridhar Savaikar is saying, India shouldn't drift away from their plans because of England's approach and positive intent. Remember, that's what happened against South Africa. India looking for magic balls gave away a lot of boundaries. That is true. We agree. Manikant Reddy is saying, if they attack Bumrah, Indian bowlers are clueless.
But they didn't really attack Bumrah, did they?
Sorry.
If they attack Bumrah,
Who?
English
English
batters, then are the rest of the Indian bowling clueless?
Not
I don't
really. I
think
think
so.
they were more, if anything, they were targeting Shardul.
Yeah.
Because he was giving them dolly balls outside the off stump.
No,
Why wouldn't you take those?
No, and also I think because the ball wasn't doing too much, so I think he also bowled on the pads, that is middle and leg stump
Yes.
line, and also they had 2 fielders there, and then they got Shreyas Iyer to shortish mid off, just next to the umpire or in front of the umpire, mid on, sorry,
shortish mid on,
shortish mid on. So they got, so because the ball wasn't doing much, so the England openers, they had the opportunity to just play through the line. If you're bowling right outside the off stump, and the batsman knows that the ball is not going to deviate or move around, so he can just play through the line to the covers. But so perhaps that was the reason that they were bowling onto their pads. Maybe just in case if the batsman misses that ball, it could just strike on his pads, or else you can just balloon it to the or just give a catch to somebody in the
Indeed. So, but before we wrap up, big shout out to Jasprit Bumrah, 100th wicket in the Sena countries today with that wicket that he took.
But all his career he's played in Sena countries,
Yes.
in overseas conditions. I think in India he's hardly played a couple of not more than 2 or 3 test matches.
Chandresh, I think
Where do
Rahul will answer
you
that.
get the best pie in NCR? Chandresh is asking. See, he's saying if I'm incorrect, if England if they chase this target down, he say I have a humble pie. Still he wants to
Research anyway.
no, still he wants to ensure that he gets something.
I'll get it from Theo's. They have the best pies.
Good job giving them a shout out.
Yeah. So, okay, 378 for 6. England win by 4 wickets. Then why current India bowlers go over the wickets versus left-hander batters? Even with the new ball, missing booby sometimes, going over the wicket with new ball. Sorry. Going over the wicket with new ball instead of bowling round the wicket and bringing ball in. You just mentioned that.
I think with the new ball, it's not a bad ploy to go over the wicket for a right-arm fast bowler against a left-handed batsman. It's not a bad ploy at all, by the way, because usually if it's a left-hander and the bowler is right-arm fast bowler is bowling round the wicket, the angle would be coming into the batsman. So that's not a after the ball gets a little low. With Indian bowlers, I was a little surprised. I know I can understand the ball wasn't doing too much, but they were bowling with cross seam. Especially Siraj, Shardul, I can still understand. Because at times what happens is one side of the ball is rough and the other side is shiny. If it lands on the shiny side, it can just skid through. But for Siraj, I was a little surprised, that he didn't bowl seam up.
Yeah, he was consistently scrambling the seam and there was nothing happening with it. So.
Well, with this assault, do you think you should criticize Bumrah's captaincy? With the way how they have started,
too early to tell.
The field placings, because you said he removed the slips and it was slightly defensive. But is it too early?
So that's what I'm saying. Everybody is talking about that England can chase down. I don't think had it been any other team, we would have said that that opposition will chase it down, the target of 370. Had it been even India, if India was set this target of 378, I would have still said, India, it's 90% in favor of the opposition and 10 in favor. But because of what England has done and maybe what we are feeling, the kind of doubts that we have because of what England has done in the recent past, maybe that is also playing
on the minds of
the Indian players or Indian team management there.
Yeah, so England's openers have given India a real wake-up call. Superb effort from Zach Crawley and Alex Lees. So the final session of day 4 is upon us. It's going to be 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Another 100 runs and
if they get 100 runs and lose just another 1 wicket,
one or two
pole
wickets.
position for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be. Then at that time,
you can say England would be
it would be 50-50. The gap would have reduced even further because again a collapse on day 5, we really don't know what will happen. So
definitely India, I still feel that India, they have the edge, but England certainly are not out of the game. They are very much in this game. 60-40 can very well become 50-50 by the end of the day. I think the fag end of the day will be very tricky. Will be very tricky for England.
Yes.
Whether to survive, whether to go for their shots, just how they have been playing. But match has resumed. The post-tea session has resumed.
The final session of the day.
Clear skies and action about to begin. So join us for stumps. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Subscribe to Sports Today. Vanakkam.